What is going on? What is going on? We are back in black in the building. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Shawnee, Tasha, James Youngblood, David from No Compromise. Hey, man, we got a good one, man. David, man, we try to get up with each other, man. But he's busy. I definitely want to do a live when you can on this. We have a great topic today. I'm your boy, your gracious host, Warren G. The place to be. Been clown sucker free since 2003. No finessing me. Shout out to everybody at the Court Plantation. Hey, man, the anti-black racist football coach from Macon, Georgia. Man, I was even looking at Macon, Georgia. But it don't matter where you look. Anti-black racism is all over the United States of America Incorporated. We are going to get into it. Let's do it now. Hey. Man, I got a great topic for y'all today, man. I mean, a super great topic. Excuse me. Man, hey, this had me rolling. It's just funny, man, because people be believing in shit that don't even matter. Macon, Bibb, Houston County. Oh, let's see. Houston County trainer, racist marks. Okay, Central Georgia, because that's where Macon is. NAACP leaders to address Houston County's trainers' racist remarks and viral video. Let's see. Let's see what this one says. Let's see if it'll play. Because I'm trying to see if it's going to play.
New at 6, the Macon, Bibb, and Houston County chapters.
Let's see what they play. Let's see.
The NAACP say they're going to hold a joint news conference about sports trainer Mark Taylor. Leaders say they'll address the racist comments made by Taylor in videos on social media that have received several thousand shares. It's happening tomorrow at noon at the Rosa Parks Park in downtown Macon.
Okay. Let's get it. I'm gonna give y'all a little pretext to it. Oh, he was saying something. He was saying something real. What the fuck? My bad. Sorry about that. Oh, he was saying some real. This is how white coaches really think about black athletes. This is how white coaches think about black people and just period. This isn't just him. This is Coach K. This is the majority of the coaches in the NBA. This is the majority of the coaches in NFL football, the majority of coaches in MLB, and all the coaches in hockey. They all feel like that. They don't want no niggas around. They don't care. It's our job to understand what it is. Stop thinking because these motherfuckers be smart. This is business. They need us to make business work. Black folk are the supreme human being. We are, as Dr. Claude Anderson says, a special people. So you have to understand this. So when you're special people, people are going to resent you for that. So here, let me see. Hold on. According to a release at 11 a.m. Thursday, the Macon, Bibb, NAACP, and the Houston County Branch NAACP will hold a press conference at a Rosa Park in downtown Macon regarding the racial hatred Coach Mark Taylor has expressed against African Americans through social media. Video shows Taylor making racist slurs towards black women, driving in downtown Atlanta, and saying someone named Roe would hang the woman from a tree. They show him using the N-word several times. Taylor offers personal trainings for kids 8 and up in football, baseball, track, and other sports. On his company's Facebook page, Taylor markets himself as a former Georgia Bulldog football player Track Coach of the Year 6 times, and personal connections to SEC coaches like Kirby Smart and Nick Saban. All racist human beings, all anti-black racists. All of them. Taylor is a former Northside Middle School teacher and a coach, and in 2007, he pleaded guilty to a felony charge of influencing a witness. Wow. And he's still coaching? He was accused that same year of stalking and harassing his ex-fiancée, who was also a teacher. Wow. Houston County School fired Taylor from his teaching and coaching job in 2007, and he was banished from the county. Reach out to Taylor by phone and by email. He was not responding. Taylor rented a space at Central Fellowship Christian Academy to train students. The academy released a statement saying they give no room for racism and that they have ended the relationship with Taylor and his training company. Wow. Here, let's play what he said. I want y'all to hear this shit.
Yes, more than a decade ago, Mark Taylor was banned from Houston County. Now he's in the headlines again. Taylor shared a slur-filled video of himself driving through Atlanta with a friend. Then those videos wound up on Facebook. We want to warn that the video you're about to see is disturbing.
Listen, y'all.
Ain't seen a white person in sight.
This is how these people feel. He just bold enough to say it.
Homeless ones on the street. Every restaurant looking in here is black. Every car beside them is black. They can have Atlanta.
And that's just the milder racist comments that Mark Taylor said on camera. Videos show Taylor making racist slurs toward a black woman driving in downtown Atlanta and saying someone named Roe would hang the woman from a tree. They show him using the N-word several times.
He shouldn't be around kids. He shouldn't have the privilege.
Here's my thing. David, we have to do a live about this. He's been this way. He didn't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to ride around downtown Atlanta and say nigga, 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 and fuck that nigga bitch, and hey, give me a red bone and nigga bitch. Basically, he said a red bone, so you know he fucked black women. That doesn't mean he like black culture. But let me tell you something. He's been saying this. This is not new. Why does everybody acting so shocked? I'm waiting to see when a dominant society person gonna come out and say, y'all people know that this man been this way. This man has been this way. And the people around him know he's been this way. It has nobody ever held him accountable and said, hey, you don't need to be doing that, bro. That's what we're waiting for. And we don't need y'all to put it in the news. We already know that white people feel this way. I'm waiting for other white people to put him out there. Not just he don't need to be around kid. No, why did that Christian Academy do a thorough background check and say, let's see who this motherfucker is, so we don't end up on those social media websites? But they didn't do that because he's white, and this is his system. And that's why he was able to ride around Atlanta and talk crazy and say what the fuck he want and play like, this is a comedy hour. Oh yeah, give me a red bone and a nigga bitch up. Like, y'all know what the fuck this motherfucker been doing.
Of being a coach to any athlete. And our parents need to know what they're walking into.
Now, some parents, like Karen Buckman, along with students and coaches, are speaking out against the trainer. Taylor offers personal training for kids 8 and up in football, basketball, track, and other sports. Buckman says Taylor trained her son for 3 years through his private company, Speed Edge Sports.
You do not have to be a parent of a black child to be, or any person of color, to be horrified and think that this is horrendous.
On his
Exactly. Because she's, you know why? Because they embarrassed. Now this racism is becoming embarrassing to the dominant society. Now they kind of like, ooh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, because in all of these dominant society people, they got black friends, black relatives, and now don't nobody want to be holding a hot potato. But guess what? Then do your vetting. Because can't no black person go into no white dominant society community and start coaching and fuck this motherfucker, and fuck that motherfucker, and fuck this bitch, and fuck that bitch, and hey, send me some bitches up here. They can have this shit. It's too many white people. Man, you'd be ousted.
On his Facebook page, Taylor markets himself as a former Georgia Bulldog football player, GHSA Track Coach of the Year 6 times, and claims personal connections to SEC coaches like Kirby Smart and Nick Saban. Taylor is a former Northside Middle School teacher and coach, and in 2007, he pleaded guilty to a felony charge of influencing a witness. He was accused that same year of stalking and harassing his ex-fiancée, who was also a teacher. Houston County Schools fired Taylor from his teaching and coaching jobs in 2007, and he was banished from the county.
When he had a hard time and he went to prison and he came back to our community to coach, we supported him.
Exactly, because he's white. Thank you for saying that, nice little white lady, because he's white. So that's why we should be supporting R. Kelly. It's not about agreeing with what he did. But you see, this man went to prison, did some bullshit, and came back, and they still supported him. So why don't we support our own? We can disagree about what R. Kelly was doing in private, but in public, don't shame him and jump on the bandwagon, because these white folk don't do that. The dominant society don't do that. Look, he went to prison, influencing a witness. He probably nigga then too. And then all of a sudden, he come out and he go right back to the community and start coaching under an LLC.
And for him to turn around and bite the hand that feeds him is just another brick on this complicated, disgusting situation.
No, he embarrassed y'all and exposed racism, white supremacy. Stop it, little white lady. You're doing too much. Stop. If that would have never got exposed, you would have still kept promoting and sending kids to him. Stop.
Now, we reached out to Taylor by phone and by email. He has not responded. Frank, Lori.
Hi, thanks, Ashlyn. Taylor rented a space at Central Fellowship Christian Academy to train students.
The academy released a statement saying they give no room for racism and that they have ended the relationship with Taylor and his training company.
Of course y'all did. Now, back at the ranch, let's get into it. Y'all got to go watch this video. I know David probably already know about it. I know James Youngblood know about it. I mean, it's crazy. He just ride through Atlanta, calling girls nigga bitches, and now we gonna hang you like they said. And then he gets up to his hotel room and somebody's video on him, and he basically pretended like he was making a call, like it was a comedy bit. Hey, send me a nigga bitch up here in the red bone. But we can't keep the red bone because, they going to throw the red bone out the window. You know what I'm saying? Because, send me a white bitch in the red bone. Like, you got to go, you have to check it out. Because that's how they really feel. See, he's probably one of the Donald Sterlings of coaching. And that ain't just in Georgia. Look, let me tell you something. It ain't just in Georgia. He's just bold enough to say it and don't give a fuck. That shit happens in California. That shit happens all over the United States of America Incorporated. See, they just want to do that to Georgia to, I would think, politicize Georgia in a certain way, because all these coaches is like that. I just did a podcast about a woman in California, in Fontana, using, oh, nigger, say it, nigger. It's a word that you can say. I'm not afraid to say it. So this happens everywhere. This don't just happen in Georgia. And don't just believe that Warner Robins and Macon, Georgia. Look, all the United States of America Incorporated, for the most part, racism, anti-black racism. It's a system of racism, white supremacy. If we're not establishing a system of justice, which means the group that needs the most constructive help gets the most constructive help. We need the most constructive help, but we don't need it from that type of bullshit. That's the problem. Just like when Pat Mahomes was like, oh, Andy Reid made me a better man. How could he make you a better man? You black. He can't make you no better man. He only dealing with you. This is business. We need to understand and separate business from reality. You can do a business deal with someone that does not mean that they still like your race. They might tolerate your race. We have to understand what it is. This is business. They've been feeling this way. I mean, when I was in high school and I played basketball, I had a black coach. Me and him bumped heads. We ended up getting it together. And then once we ended up getting together, he left. And then a white coach took over. And the white coach, I just was not feeling him. I was not feeling nothing about him. And I just didn't like it. I didn't like him at all. I just was like, and you know what the first thing I was thinking? How is this short, 4 foot tall, white young dude who's privileged gonna teach me about basketball? Like, how you gonna man, you grew up in Glendora. Stop. It just was a big time disconnect. That's why I hated the high school I went to and I hated the coaches. You know what I mean? It was a very big disconnect. It's different when it's a black coach coaching you, especially in something like that. I can see a white assistant coach, but at that time, it was a very big disconnect. and I just wasn't feeling it. And then I seen other white coaches that was giving black players the green light. Like, nah, man, do you. Because they knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Some white coach, the majority of these white coaches, they got ego problems. Look at the NBA. Look at college. Ego. Look at Coach K. Man, fuck Coach K. He gets a certain type of nigga that he likes. Man, stop. He don't give a fuck about no black people. At all. This is business, and we need to understand how business works, and we need to understand what is best for us to do in these type of situations. Go check this punk-ass motherfucking coach out and leave your comments, man. I got nothing but love for everybody, man. I'm out. Guilty, nigga. Peace.